So I just got back from that day session where TCEQ and the Railroad Commission were answering questions that council had, and I tried to slip one of the council members a note when there was a question and answer time, and they were talking about detection equipment, and it was a very simple question. Ask what device records formaldehyde. And the police officer would not hand the letter over. I kind of motioned to Weileman to go get it because he wasn't bringing it to her, and then she just shook her head. And so I was able to catch Mr. Weasel, Jared Wessel from TCEQ, in the elevator and told him about my nosebleeds that I had after our gas well site came in closest to my house. And the lift compressors were installed, and that correlated with when my nosebleeds were happening over many months. And I've got all the videos on my blog. If you want to see all my bloody noses, you would just type in bloody nose on barnettshedhell.wordpress.com. Anyway, I asked him what equipment, and I said, let me answer it for you. None. You do not have any device that measures formaldehyde. I know that already. The only thing I've been told in the past was that the mobile air monitoring device in Austin could be deployed, but it takes somebody important to ask for it to be deployed in our region. And Jared was stumbling around trying to give me an answer whether he was going to request it on my behalf when Jinsey from the city of Arlington ushered them off to the second floor. I was headed to the first floor for a meeting, and it seemed very important that they get to this meeting. So I put it on Jinsey to get my answer. So we're going to hold her to that, because I'm not the only person that's complained about nosebleeds. At a Frown Hall meeting many years ago when Robert Rivera held his, there was a young girl that I have a video of talking about her nosebleeds. So we still have to figure something out about formaldehyde, and that was a very lame meeting. It really, the point about the inspector needs to come out and be sickened himself, or you have to have medical evidence that you've been poisoned, is wrong, because you're not going to find doctors that will say a gas well made you sick. The best thing to do if you feel like you've been sickened in an emission event is to get a BTEX test, benzene toluene ethyl benzene xylene test, and get those levels immediately. And the only other thing I want to say now is we're pretty much still fracked. The city can say air quality is something that the TCEQ is responsible for. So we know that they're just the fox watching the hen house.